Hey man, I'm going to do a breakdown of these three figures. So we've got Beast Wars Megatron. You can see all the details here going in. These are really tiny. You can see my finger right there next to Megatron's head. And then we've got Primals here. Again, you can see his head. Pretty good detail for what it is. Let's just take this out a bit. His monkey head. And then the last one, Grimlock. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these figures in detail. Hey everyone, have you seen the new Rise of the Beasts trailer? I think it looks really exciting, and I got these titanium figures. Here I got Grimlock, but also got Optimus Primal, and I got Beast Wars Megatron. So I'm going to take a look at these small scale figures today. Let's have a look at the packaging first of all. You can see what's on the back. There's a little character description and some stats. So that's Grimlock. And there we go. Mightiest among the Dinobots. Grimlock masked a surprising intelligence behind simplistic speech patterns. His contempt for the weak kept him often at odds with Optimus Prime, but his hatred for all those who exploited their strength at the expense of others kept him always firmly on the side of right. Though he could bring a huge array of weapons to any fight, he preferred to close with his enemies, wielding his, Energon sword in robot mode, or simply crushing his enemy's limbs with his powerful jaws as a Tyrannosaur. So this model, very small scale. Grimlock is obviously not that tiny, and he's got one of the many kind of similar comments about these kind of figures. The strange poses they are in. There's like some kind of dancing pose. So we'll get him out later and we'll see how bad it is. Okay, so Beast Wars Megatron. Here he is. And let's have a look at the back as well at his stats. So they're pretty high stats overall. Let's see his bio. Megatron is a rogue member of the dreaded Predacons, a race of Transformers that emerged from the smouldering ruins of defeated Decepticons. He possesses the prized Golden Disc, an artifact that will guide his group of Predacons to a planet ripe with the energon they desperately need. Look how many TMs and R's registered terms in there. But there you go. So this is part of the canon where the Predacons came from the Decepticons later on in the future. Here you have Optimus Primal. Again, his stats are pretty high as well. Forced by fate into a role he never wished for himself, Optimus Primal led a ragtag group of scientists and warriors in a desperate battle against a hardened gang of madmen and killers led by the Predacon criminal Megatron. Trapped and alone, the Maximal leader fought to defend the primitive world in which they crashed and to prevent the insane machinations of a villain that would eventually become the most dangerous enemy ever to blight the history of Cybertron. So there we go, really great resounding bio, and brings back memories of Beast Wars, which I've been rewatching to get ready for the new Rise of the Beasts film. So it looks really cool. Let's crack these open and take a look. So they all are out of the packaging, and they all come with this kind of base. There's only Autobot and Decepticon, so they didn't make a Predacon or a Maximal one, but they've just given the good guys the Autobots and the bad guys the Predacons. So let's take a look at these individually. So here is Beast Wars Megatron. I've still got some packaging on him, and he's got his T-Rex head, which moves all the way down here, and his T-Rex tail. That's really stiff, but I think once I start moving it gets very loose. So in terms of the colours, it's quite a light sort of lilac, and I think it should be a darker purple. So you actually twist this head around. The articulation's not bad, and open the T-Rex head. So you can do is no right there. The head does look quite like Megatron's. I think my issue with these sculpts is very common with other toys. It's that the scale is totally off, and they've somehow truncated these, like the core abdomen of the figures, to make it really tiny. So they've got like massive arms and legs, but then a really tiny little attached body here. But you know, for what it was, I mean, these are really old, and I had to track these down off eBay. But you know, for what they are, they're really fun. So this one doesn't open and close. It's also got a kind of sticky feel here, which may be an indication of the old plastic sort of degrading, which is a bit gross. And you can see here, look, there's like black in the sort of texture, and here there isn't. So it could be that some parts of the plastic, I don't know if that was paint or whatever, but some parts of the plastic feel a bit kind of like degrading, which is quite sad. As we all want our collections to last forever, but sadly, you know, not all of them do. And one issue I've seen is that, you know, action figures in particular, like the yellowing that's caused especially on some of the white parts over time, really makes you think twice about what kind of figures you want to collect and what they're made of, really. So coming back to this figure again, I'll do a turnaround later on, but you know, for a little figure like this, it's pretty good. Let's have a look at Optimus Primal. So he comes with his two blades, which look really cool. You can see the head being shaped similar to Optimus's, and he's got his cool cannons here on the back. It's like the back of the gorilla head is here. And for a tiny figure, you know, they've got quite a lot of cool distinguishing features in there. There's a lot of the swivel at the wrists, and then at the shoulder, that's fixed. So yeah, they've got wrist and shoulder movements. Now this is made to be in a fixed pose, which is this, because the arms just look very bizarre otherwise, like this. No one really walks around with a 90-degree elbow bend like that. So that's definitely made to swing up, and then this one can be swinging down for battle. Massive feet again for stability of the small figure. Big hands, big feet, small head. These, I mean, you know, titanium figures was part of Micro Machines back then, and I guess they specialise in small scale figures, which, you know, I really like when they're done right, obviously. But the blades are absolutely massive, but really cool looking. There you go. And then let's have a look at Grimlock. I mean, this pose where he's just bent over, it's just bizarre. You can see his blade here. These marks are from the plastic packaging that was wrapped around, sadly. His gun, really faithful, really cool twin blaster, and it fit in very well. So I mean, the details are all, you know, accurate. Like he's got the red visor, and you know, he's got this chest area that's gold and stuff. And they've even added some details here onto the massive feet. They've got some, I guess that's part of maybe a tail part here, where it joins together. So they really tried to include what they can, and they got the most out of these small sizes they could. And they got the little T-Rex arms here. Even got the T-Rex head here. I think it's the other way around actually. And the jaw should be coming out here, but you know, they really fit in quite a lot into these little figures. But yeah, very bizarre, very small. But there we go. Wrist bends, shoulder bends. In terms of die cast, the main part of this that is die cast is this chest and this abdomen here, and the rest is just all plastic. It's all the limbs, the head, all plastic. Okay, let's give these guys a quick turnaround. Okay, here we go. So you can see them as they were intended to be with their little display bases. Beast Wars Megatron should be absolutely massive. Same for Grimlock, and Optimus Primal should be the smaller of the three. But yeah, they're fun, the little figures. I've got some other titanium reviews coming up. I've done some other ones before. I can maybe link those down in the description below. So I've done like Sideswipe, Jazz, there's a mini Unicron. Upcoming, I've got movie Megatron, movie Blackout or Grindor, and Brawl. So I think these are really cool. I want to create like a 1/64 diorama, and I've got like a previous short video of my G1 Transformers mini scale collection, especially the cars as well. And I guess because these are part of G1 continuity, they can just fit straight in there as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.